So I've had my Galaxy Buds Plus for about a day now. I've been using and testing them, and so far they appear to be a great value for the money and a definite improvement over the last gen Galaxy Buds. And today I want to see how they stack up to Apple's AirPods Pro, which mind you are $100 more. We have to remember the price gap here, but I think this is going to be a pretty fair comparison because Samsung is bringing a lot to the table with the new Buds Plus here. But before we continue, I'd really appreciate it if you'd leave a like on this video, comment if you have any questions, suggestions, or opinions, as the algorithm likes that and will help push my content to more people. So first up, let's talk about design and build quality. And right off the bat, the Galaxy Buds Plus are built just as solidly as the AirPods Pro in my opinion. Both of them feature this very nice glossy polycarbonate or plastic. Both feel equally solid in the hand. One doesn't feel cheaper than the other than this little metal piece right here on the hinge with the AirPods Pro, but that doesn't make a huge difference in terms of the overall feel, I would say here. As you may know, AirPods Pro, just like all the other AirPods models, are available in one color, and that is white. And while it looks nice, it does get dirty after a while and will kind of take on the color of the jeans or the pants that you wear after a while and will get scratched up. This is equally susceptible, but you do have other colors that you can pick from. For example, you have black, you also have white, and you have this beautiful baby blue color that I am really enjoying right now. In regard to the hinges here, both are equally as solid, just like the build quality. However, I find the one with the AirPods Pro more convenient to flick open with a thumb, whereas with the Buds Plus, you have to do more of a hand dance to get this open with one hand. So it's a little bit more convenient with the AirPods Pro, but this is not that big of a deal, to be honest with you. In regard to charging, you have a USB Type-C port with the Galaxy Buds Plus here, which is very convenient and versatile and universal, versus you have the proprietary Lightning port with the AirPods Pro. Surprise, surprise. Hopefully with the next gen, we'll get USB Type-C as well. And both of these, of course, can wirelessly charge, but I will say one convenient thing about being in the Samsung ecosystem with their newer phones is that you can do reverse power share, meaning you can actually charge your Galaxy Buds right on the back of your Note 10 Plus or your Galaxy Fold, for example. Here you can also charge, AirPods Pro as well, because this phone is basically acting as a wireless charger. But yeah, I mean, if you're in the ecosystem, this is a very convenient feature, I have to say. One that I wish iPhone or Apple integrated into their iPhone and AirPods setup. And speaking of charging, next up, let's talk about battery life here. The manufacturers provide very different numbers here, which I'm going to take at face value because usually they're pretty accurate, because using these devices is pretty straightforward. It's not like using a phone where you could be doing 1,000 different things and draining your battery in 1,000 different ways. So I'm going to say the numbers here are pretty accurate. You get 4.5 hours of playback with the individual AirPods Buds here and 24 hours of charge time with the case, versus 11 hours of playback with the individual Buds Plus here and 22 hours of playback charge with the case. And this is going to be kind of a big deal if you're somebody who is constantly listening to music on the job or wherever you are. You're not going to have to pull these out of your ears as much. You get, 5.5 more hours of playback time with these. And also the charging is quicker with the Buds Plus here. You get 3 minutes of charging per hour of playback versus 5 minutes of charging per hour of playback with the AirPods Pro. So keep that all in mind. If battery life is important to you, then the Galaxy Buds Plus might be the device to pick out. Next up, let's talk fit and comfort with these two devices. I find them equally comfortable in my ear, and they're both equally easy to put in and take out. That's really important in my opinion. And of course, you do get adjustable ear tips with both these devices, small, medium, and large with both. But with the Buds Plus, you also get adjustable ear seals. I don't know what to call these. I'm just gonna call them ear seals. And these are great because you get these sort of winged variants, which will allow you to keep them in your ear better. It's a tighter fit, it's less comfortable, but if you're working out or running or dancing or I don't know what you're doing, just being active, these keep these buds in your ear better, because otherwise if you use the flatter ones, which I prefer, these are gonna fit looser, which really is more comfortable. It's sort of similar with these two. I think when it's looser in your ear, it is more comfortable. You will notice them less, but still you have a lot more variety in terms of fit when it comes to the Galaxy Buds Plus. You have these ear seals, which can allow you to customize your experience more, versus with the AirPods Pro, if they fit, they fit, and if they don't, they don't. You only have control over the ear tips that are included. So yeah, I like the customizability that comes with the Galaxy Buds Plus here. But yeah, once again, comfort with these is pretty much the same. I could keep both of these in my ears for hours on end, watching videos, listening to music, etc., without any issues. And last up, let's talk about the features that both of these devices deliver and the actual sound quality you get from them. Active listening is a feature you get with both these devices. Apple calls it transparency mode, Samsung calls it active listening, and I will say with Samsung here, you get a lot more control over how much immersion you want in your environment. You can have a little bit, you can have a medium amount, you can have a lot, and of course you can also toggle this feature with the little interactions you have with these devices, the little touchpads here and the little stem touch controls with the AirPods Pro, which I'll talk about, but I will say, transparency mode just sounds more natural. It's just really, really awesome. Apple did an amazing job making it not sound like a mic. It just feels like your ear just extends past the AirPods. Whereas with the Buds Plus here, the effect just feels more artificial. You do have a lot of mics on this device, and you can definitely hear your surroundings very well, and of course toggle how much you want to hear them. However, it just sounds more artificial. Like I said, it definitely sounds like you're listening through a mic. So yeah, the active listening sounds more natural with the AirPods Pro and more artificial with the Buds Plus. However, you are paying $100 less for these, and it does 75% of the job doing the most important functions of, active listening, allowing you to not scream over people when you have these in. So yeah, these do the job very well. They just don't sound as good in this aspect. Another feature I do have to mention is noise cancellation that is absent in the Galaxy Buds Plus here, and of course a staple feature of the AirPods Pro, and damn, it works so well. With it turned on, you are very much isolated from your environment, and you can drown out some repetitive noises with, anti-noise. If you're like, for example, using a leaf blower, it'll sound a lot quieter. So yeah, noise cancellation works really, really well with the AirPods Pro, and it's probably why the battery life isn't as good. However, I will say with the Galaxy Buds Plus, with really any in-ear headphones or earbuds, you do kind of get some isolation because, you are cutting off your ear canal or, opening of your ear from the outside world, so less noise is coming in. So I didn't find, immersion an issue when listening to music with the Buds Plus here. However, it is greatly enhanced with noise cancellation with the AirPods Pro, not gonna lie. Controlling these devices is a bit different too with the Buds Plus. You get a little touchpad, so you can tap it once to play music, tap it twice to, skip a track, I think, and hold it down to activate the Google Assistant. Kind of similar with the AirPods Pro here. You have a little touch area on the stem that you can sort of squeeze. So you can squeeze it for Siri, tap it to, play and pause music, double tap it to skip a track, etc. However, I will say you do get a lot more customizability with the touchpad on the Buds Plus here. For example, I set a long press on the left touchpad on my Buds Plus to activate Spotify. So at the end of the day, both of the inputs on these devices work very similarly. However, Samsung does have the edge here because you do have a bit more customizability with them. And finally, let's talk about sound quality. Samsung is really interesting because they have like 6 sound presets here. They have normal, bass boost, soft, dynamic. I like that one, clear, and treble, which I really like because you can fine tune what these sound like in your ear. So if you have a particular taste for, more bass or more treble, you can toggle that. Versus with the AirPods, you have 1 sound preset. So if you like it, you like it, and if you don't, you don't. But thankfully, they sound amazing, very high quality in my opinion. They have a very well-rounded sound with a lot of clarity and bass. You can hear a lot of the fine detail and music and stuff, although these aren't like, some Sennheiser headphones, so don't take what I said too far here. Versus with the Galaxy Buds Plus, they sound great. I will say though, they are like 75 to 80% of what is the AirPods Pro in regard to sound quality. You can toggle certain aspects of sound that you like, once again, like treble boost and bass boost. However, yeah, these just don't have as good of sound quality because they lack the same clarity in my opinion. These just sound more clear and well-rounded. But with all of this said, we have to remember the Galaxy Buds Plus are $100 cheaper, and for the price, for the sound quality, for the amazing battery life, for the build quality, for the active listening, these are a steal. The Galaxy Buds Plus are an incredible value, and I do highly recommend them to anybody who is in the market for wireless earbuds, whether you have an iPhone or a Samsung device, really any device these will work with. Obviously both will because they're Bluetooth. And of course the AirPods Pro are amazing as well. They do have lesser battery life, I will say. They do have less options in terms of color, and they do have a proprietary charging port, but you can wirelessly charge. The noise cancellation is amazing, and the sound quality is also really, really great too. And one thing I will quickly add is that while you can use both these devices with whatever Bluetooth enabled device that you want, you could use the Pros with the Fold here, you could use the Buds Plus with the iPhone here. However, both these devices are going to work better with their manufacturer's products, you know what I mean? So like you have baked in features into Samsung's One UI for the Buds Plus, and then you have, baked in features into iOS for the AirPods Pro. So keep that in mind. This might dictate your purchasing decision, but if you're purchasing these without that issue, you have like a different phone, you're buying these for usage with multiple devices, then yeah, think about what features you're getting for the price and then make your decision. And that about wraps things up. I hope this video helped you out. Once again, I'd really appreciate it if you'd leave a like on this video, comment if you have any questions, suggestions, or opinions, and subscribe for more content like this. Stay tuned for a Galaxy Z Flip unboxing. I'm super excited to get my hands on that device. And as always, I'm Noah, and I will catch you all in the next one. And in order for me to fill the 10-15 second gap here before this video becomes 10 minutes long, I wanted to show off my cats because you wanted to see more of them after I had one in an unboxing. This is Oliver. He's like 15. He's really pretty. He has really pretty white fur. And he's a really chill guy. He sleeps and eats a lot. He's an old man. And then we got this one. You saw her in my unboxing of the 12.9-inch second gen iPad. Her name is Sadie. You can barely see her features here. She's so black. Let me turn on the flash here. So now you can see her features here. She's a handful. She's like 2 years old and she's always messing around with him because he's like really chill. But yeah, she's really funny and she likes to check out what I'm doing, especially when I'm downstairs shooting YouTube videos. And yeah, that about wraps things up. Stay tuned for a Z Flip review. Hopefully you enjoyed this last segment here. And yeah, peace.